Now, what is a trade deficit? So I will take an example to say that, but trade deficit is something which a country, the difference between import and export of a country will be a deficit. So in case of US and India, let's say for example, India and US do almost 212, $213 billion total trade between goods and services. In those goods and services, US normally exports around $40 billion to India, but it imports almost $87 billion. So the difference is around $47 billion, which is a trade deficit. Now, that trade deficit cannot be linked back to the importing country, because the reason is, if the consumption of certain products or goods or services in a country like US, which will be always higher, so if the consumers are consuming more, you will always have a trade deficit on export and import side. So you cannot have same consumption level in a developed country compared to a developing countries, and that's why US has trade deficit with almost every single economy, including China. How they can reduce it? They can probably reduce the consumption. I lived in India and I lived in US, and I can tell you, US consumers are far more able to spend things which probably Indian consumer will never spend at all. So things like clothing, things like home decor and all those things, US consumers just spend every single month on those things. I have never seen that Indian consumer will do that same thing in India at the level which America does. So there will be always a trade deficit.